צ'אט. And I can't stop. Lady, morning down to the rip, taking my way to the sun. I wanna be your left hand man. I love you when you see that song again. I gotta lap it up again. If you're gonna say it, whoa. Hey! פרק 7 עדן. long time, long time no see. וואו, את בדיוק לא יודעת איך אני מנגן עכשיו. מה אומר טלי המלך? הנה טל, אמרתי לך את זה שאתה מלך? אומר לך את זה שאתה מלך. מה המצב? וואי, עדן אחד המהירים שלך. W respect on top. יאללה, נביא את הגיטרה, לא אין מה לחכות. יאללה, בלי לחנוק אתכם יותר מדי. הופ. הצ'אט הרגיש עדן. הצופים ירדו, אני לא צוחק עדן, שמאז שאת לא פה הצופים ירדו, משמעותית קיצונית. הגיטרה שלנו. הנה ביאף, אתה רואה? הנה עדן, אתה רואה? איפה היית באמת? צ'אט, הגיטרה היפה שלנו. ערב טוב קיסריה, לא כך ביפרנד. מה המצב מה-good old friend? ביפרנד, good old friend. רואים טוב? איי. טוב. כן, נראה לי רואים טוב. מה המצב בביתר? טוב, צ'אט. ריקאפ של הימים. שבת בבוקר, יום יפה. אמא שותה המון קפה, אבא קורא המון עיתון, ולי כלום, המון בלון. סתם, זה לא זה, אני סתם חרטטתי מה שכן. מה המצב? ליאם, הרבה זמן לא ראיתי אותך, בראדר. אחלה גיא. צ'אט, אתם לא יודעים. אוקיי, גיא. תזהה את מה שאני מנגן עכשיו, סלמתק? רגע, אוקיי, גיא, תזהה את זה. אוקיי. רגע, טוב שלי, בואו. let's go, גיא! ראית מה שלחתי לך בפרטי? מה שלחת לי בפרטי? נראה לי שכן. כן, עניתי לך גם בלייב, אמרתי לך שלא, אני מעדיף שלא. למרות שזה כן קרייזינס. אולי אני אשים את זה באיזה לייב אחד. אבל כרגע לא, כרגע no need. but thank you, אחי, thank you. 7 Nation Army, אחי, כן. עוד אחד, גייצ'וק, עוד אחד, סלמת גייצ'וק. In the Bojack, say no more, in the Bojack, don't you want to die no more. כן, גיא, כן? זה, איי, גייס, אני יותר מהר ממך, אוקיי, גייצ'וק. עכשיו את זה. כן, גייצ'וק, קח אתגר. עכשיו את זה, סלמתק? בוא נראה אותך, צ'אט מי מנחש את זה. תראה שלכם מנחש לפני גייצ'וק. אוקיי, זה ככה. רגע, לא, טוב שלי, גייצ'וק, אוקיי. רגע, תן לי שנייה. רגע, תן. שנייה, גייצ'וק. אוקיי, סלמתק. אוקיי, גיא שוק, עכשיו יש לי זה, סלמתק. רגע. התפקס, יש לי קצת הצבעות, אחי. אתה יודע מה זה גיא צ'וק? גיא צ'וק.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and she's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
נכון? עם הפלייבק זה נשמע יותר מובן, נכון? עם הפלייבק זה נשמע אותו דבר. אני לא יודע מה זה כיף של רחמים, ויזבני, אשכרה ניגענו את זה אתמול, אחי. עכשיו אם אני אעשה את זה בלי. קליאם בראדר. עכשיו זה היה נשמע יותר מובן? קיצור, זה היה נשמע יותר? BF, thank you, אני לא עושה ריקאפ להכל, אבל אני אעשה למה שמגניב. BF, אני לא יודע אם אני אעשה ריקאפ למה שאנחנו אוהבים, אחי. לא, זה לא נשמע אינו סנשיין? זה לא נשמע? פשוט מטורף בפרק 8 אם זה כמו קרייזי בפרק 7, די, נו, עדן. כל השירים בקלאסית נשמעים כמו השיר עד שאתה שר. wait. מה? זה מבטיח שזה כן, אין no sunshine when she's gone. אוף, אבל היה לי it the project no more. רגע, אתה יודע מה? אולי את זה. גיא צ'וק. בוא נראה את זה. גיא, מה זה? גיא צ'וק. אני לא סגור על השם של השיר? איי. Seven Station. בזמן אני מת, אחי. Wild thing. BF. Think I love you, but I wanna know for sure. Wild think I love you, but I wanna know for sure. לא, זה. ביאפ, השתפרתי, לא? לא כואב היד, איך... כן, קיצר, נייס אחי, נייס. למה אני 4,460? כי אני פאקינג קרייזי אחי, וביף, אני יודע איך להכין שורטים. נראה לי אני אעלה סרטון אחי, על איך עליתי 1,000 סאבים ב3 ימים. כי זה אשכרה סקיל. איזי לואו-קי, זה לא היה איזי אבל זה היה הרבה מאמץ. קיצר, איך אני אינסיין? ביאף, עכשיו יש לנו עוד שיר. בוא נראה אם אתה מזהה אותו. ביאף, באמת שאם אתה מזהה אותו זה יהיה מגניב, סבבה? באמת אתה אמור לזהות גם אתה וגם גייצ'וק, אז אם אתה מזהה את זה יהיה מטורף. זה לא זה. לא זה, גייצ'וק, תגידו לי כשאתם מוכנים, אני אנגן לכם. יאללה, ליאם, תודה שבאת, אוקיי. מוכנים? תגידו לי אם אתם עולים על זה, סבבה? וואו, אם אתם עולים על זה, זה מטורף, אחי, אני באמת אהיה בשוק. אוקיי, זה מתחיל... ככה נראה לי. רגע, אני אבדוק, אני אבדק איך זה גיא, אם אתה עולה על זה, זה פסיכי. אם אתה וביאף עולים על זה, זה פסיכי. אוקיי? אוקיי. מעניין. אוקיי. צ'אט, בוא נראה אם אתם עולים על זה, סבבה? לונג טיים, מורצ'וק. לונג טיים, אנחנו שרמוטה לונג טיים. טוב, גייצ'וק, אתה מוכן? אוקיי. אוקיי. 3, 4 ו... ואז... רגע, ואז... אוקיי. שנייה, אני אזכר בסטאפ. רגע, אוקיי, סבבה, רגע, אוקיי, עכשיו יש לי זה. אורצ'וק, החיים בלב, אחי. זה לא נשמע לי אותו דבר בכלל. אני בודק מה שאני בודק. זה לא נשמע לי אותו דבר בכלל, אחי. שים את מה שכתבת? מה רשמת, ביזבן? אחי, למה זה נשמע אותו דבר? זה אמור להישמע... ככה זה אבל עובד. What the fuck, אחי, מה שמעתי הרגע? טוב, יאללה, בוא נעבור לשיר הבא שלנו. לא הצליח לי, צ'אט. לא הצליח לי, אבל אנחנו בשיעור 7 עם אנדי. אנדי הגבר, צ'אט. אנדי הגבר, נותנים בראש. שים את מה שכתבתי. אני לא רואה מה רשמת, אבל מבטיח ויזמן. הוטל קליפורניה? לא, אני אלמד עם אנדי, ויזמן יותר מאוחר, בסוף הלייב. לקראת סוף הלייב, אוקיי. אנדי הגבר שלנו צ'אט. אשכרה אחי. מתי חוזרים לוולורנט? תכלס מתי שאני צריך לדבר עם תום. תכננתי היום. זה לא השיר שמות הסולו? סבבה, אני אשמע בסוף הלייב אחרי אבל
They say that they can play every pop hit of the last 50 years with the same 4 chords. This is something they call a 4-chord song. Now, as a beginner, it's pretty useful to be able to play 4 chords and be able to play a lot of songs, like nearly 50 songs, just by the same chords in the same order. And that's basically what we're going to cover in this video.
אחי, ללמוד לדעת כמעט כל שיר של פופ על ידי 4 אקורדים. נראה לי מחר חוזר הנייט מרקט, אז בטוח יהיה מחר. סלמתק סופה. סופה, בשבילך.
We're going to also cover the most common strumming
pattern
that has ever existed for any kind of up-tempo popular songs which these are. So let's get straight in for a close-up and have a look at how to play a 4-chord song. So the first chord we're going to go for is this way of playing a G chord. Now you may be more familiar with a G, which is just played with the first 3 fingers, 1, 2, 3 like this and no.
בשבילך מבטיח ספורה, אחי.
I'm going to encourage you to use your third and little finger here on the thinnest 2 strings, which on my acoustic.
היידה אורצ'וק, שמע, לא היית בלייב כושר אתמול, אורצ'וק, אתה לא מבין איזה מלחמה הייתה לי שם, אחי. אתה יודע מה עשיתי, אורצ'וק? עשיתי 50 עליות כוח, 200 שכיבות צמיחה, אחי, ו80 מתח בלייב אחד. ולא היית בראדר. ואיפה אתה זוכר את זה?
So we have our first finger 2nd fret of the 5th string, middle finger 3rd fret of the thickest E string, and then 3rd and little finger on the thinnest 2 strings, also at 3rd fret, which on my guitar has a dot. 1, 2, 3.
Boom.
And we call this an all fingers G. I sometimes call it an Oasis G as well. We'll cover why in a second. The second chord we're going to need is a D sus4. So this is the D chord we've covered so far in this 10-day course, but we're going to keep the 3rd and little finger down the entire time and just move our first finger to here. When we do that, we just try and strum the thinnest 4 strings. This makes a much easier change between the 2 really common chords, G and D. It sounds great when we start on the G chord. G, just between the 2 really common chords, G sounds great when we start on the G chord. So G, middle finger lifts off and stays off, first finger moves to second fret of the third string, and again we keep all the fingers right on their tips, kind of like a forehand, not too flat. The third chord we're going to play is an E minor, but we're going to keep the third and little finger down. So this is our normal E minor that we covered in a previous day on this course. And then third and little finger stay down like this. Now this is a tougher chord just from a stretch point of view, but most people can do it when they first try it. And as soon as I play that, you may recognise that this is the first chord in the song Wonderwall by Oasis. And because each one of these chords has such a different name, you know, E minor 7, D sus 4, and the G chord, it doesn't really have a name with the 4 fingers, so we just call it a 4-fingered G or an all-fingered G.
4-fingered G.
I nickname all of these Oasis style
Wonderwall,
chords
אחי.
because they're
אין
all
סיכוי
used
שהוא
in the
מלמד אותי
song
וונדרבול.
Wonderwall.
זה
So as a
הגיוני.
recap, we have G. Keep
G.
the third and little finger down when we change. D sus 4.
D sus
Down
4,
first
check.
finger here. E minor 7. But it's an
E minor
with the
7,
third
check.
little finger down. All 6 strings. And then finally, a C add 9, which is our G major shape, but we move your first 2 fingers down 1 string. So that makes for a much easier change between G and C. And it's a fairly straightforward change between each one of these chords. One more time.
לא יודע, בתקופה האחרונה אני לא עושה את זה כי אני נהנה, אז תמצא אולי ספורט שמתחבר עוד שוב. אני עושה בכושר קרבי, לא?
Third and little finger still there. E minor. And C add 9. And for short we can just say G, D, E minor, C. Once we know we're using this method, moving the third and little finger down. Now this is the first time we've used the third and little finger all the time, so
מה אומר שלב אחי, איך מתקדם סלמתק, צ'אט? עכשיו לומדים, אנחנו בשיעור 7. יודעים הרבה אחי. יודעים הרבה ב7 אחי, יומי זה פסיכי. אחי, יוצא לי צלילים מהגיטרה.
So I'm now going to do a quick demo of this 4-chord song, just to give you a gist of how this is going to sound and what we're going for song-wise. So we'll start on the G chord, and I'll just have a quick sing through the first few songs so you get the idea. So the first song in this first 4-chord song, You're Beautiful by James Blunt.
Life is brilliant, my life is pure, I saw an angel of that I'm sure.
Second song. People killing, people dying. Show them hurt, can you hear them crying? Can you practice what you preached? That's Where Is the Love? We have
Forever young, I want to be forever young.
Forever young?
די, נו! I'm yours! זה הסיכוי אחי, זה מלא שירים באמא שלי, אני לא עושה כלום. People killing, people dying, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, living without you. כמה שירים אני פתאום יודע אחי.
So some very different songs there.
נראה לי, יכול להיות, אבל הוא אמר שעם 4 אקורדים האלה אתה יכול לנגן מעל איזה 40-50 שירים אחי מפופ מודרני. יכול להיות שזה לא מדויק זה, אבל כן. מה המצב דייב? הנה בוא נראה אם דייב מאשר לנו את התיאוריה. דייב הוא אמר שעם 4 אקורדים האלה אני יכול לנגן כמעט כל שיר פופ. סבבה? אז תשמע דייב.
So the first song in this first 4-chord song, You're Beautiful by James Blunt.
My life is brilliant, my life is pure, I saw an angel that I'm sure.
Second song.
People killing, people dying, children out there they're crying, and you practice what you preached.
And that's Where Is the Love? We have
Forever young, I want to be forever young.
by Jason Mraz. They all have
נו,
the
אז מה אתה
same
אומר? זה נכון ולא
behind them.
נכון?
Let's just
כי זה
do a
גם
couple
אפשרי,
more.
לא הדרך הנכונה.
Take me home to the place I belong. Oh, I can't live with or without you. With or without you by you too. So some very different songs there.
אין לי חריקות יותר? לא יודע, יש לי קצת שלב, אבל פחות. אבל שמע, אשכרה אחי, אתה יודע, שינוי מטורף. דאביל גנירס, מה אומר? אז זה נכון? דייב, זה חוקי אחי? זה חוקי היית אומר?
Not all these songs are in the original key, so if you try and
הנה, זה מה שהוא אומר, בוא נשמע מה הוא
see
אומר.
what's going on here with songs, the same chords, but it's the lyrics over the top and how we use them that's the real difference. Now I'll just say a couple of things at this point before we move on. Not all these songs are in the original key, so if you try and play them along to the original, it may not work, but most beginner songbooks change the key of a song to make it easier for you to play so that you are using chords that a beginner would be able to play. And that's exactly what we're doing here. So G, D sus4, E minor 7, and a C add 9 are the easiest way to play the chords that we need for these songs. And they sound great if you're just singing along maybe at a barbecue or family gathering, or if you just want to have a play and sing and kind of work out how to play over these songs, or you know someone else who sings and you can have a jam along with them and you can keep these chords going. So I'm kind of talking through exactly how to do that, but let's look at a cool strumming pattern now so that we know exactly how to play these songs and make the most out of it with the most common strumming pattern ever. So of course the easiest strumming pattern to do for any song is just 4 strums on the beat. We need each one of these chords to last for 1 bar. So G, 2, 3, 4, D sus4, E minor, and C and 9. That's the easiest way to do it. If you do struggle with this strumming pattern, you can always do that. But the most common strumming pattern ever, by far, is down, down, up, down.
הרג אותנו אנדי.
Up, down. Now to nail this strumming pattern, we need to miss out 1 down strum, which feels very weird, but the only real rule with strumming is to keep your hand moving at the same rate all the time and just catch the downs or ups that you happen to be doing because you need to do that rhythm. So the rhythm wise, we definitely need it to be 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 4. Down, down, up, down. Ba, 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 ba. You see that I had to do a loop to miss out beat down, down, down. To make this sound, I'm just pressing the strings really lightly so I'm not touching the fretboard, just muting them. And if we do that on a G chord now, it sounds like this. And if we did that for each of the chords, we'd have... Look at that together, dead slow, starting from the G chord. Play along with me if you can. In 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down. D sus4, down, down, up, down. E minor 7, down, down, up, down. C add 9, down, down, up, down. If you're still having problems at that point, we need to mute the strings or just stay on 1 chord and really quiet this rhythm. Really make sure it's automatic. Strumming guitar is done with your arms. You need to train it. You need to train the skill. So down, down, up, down. And once you've got it, try not to think about it at all. Bum, 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 bum. Think about the rhythm, not the hand motion. Just keep your hand motion
איך זה נשמע, צ'אט? זה נשמע טוב ביף?
And let's keep that going on a G chord now. So G chord, down, down, up.
רגע. האצבע קו
Think about
המפתיע.
the rhythm, not the hand motion. Just keep your hand motion moving. And let's keep that going on a G chord now. So G chord, down, down, up, down, 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 down. 1, 2, and 4. If it stopped happening, just join in again. In 1, 2, 3, 4, down. So that's the strumming pattern. If you want the chord sheet and all the songs available for this 4-chord song idea, click the link in the description to my website and they're all written out exactly all the lyrics so you can kind of play through this 4-chord song in the fashion that I'm demoing here. But let's have one final playthrough together as the last thing that we do in this particular video. And let's start on our G chord as always. And I will count you in nice and slowly. We'll play first and then I'll sing over it. If you drop in and if you drop out and come back in, that's totally fine. Just do what you can and remember you can just strum 4 down strums per bar if you want. Or even once per chord.
אחי, אני אקרא, אני פיף.
Totally fine. And the skills will come once we train them over time. So from the G chord, play along now in 2, 3, 4.
כמה שירים, אחי?
Double time just means basically half the amount of time on each chord, really, but it means that everything's kind of therefore sped up by twice the amount. If we're doing that, we cannot do this strumming pattern. We just want to do 2 strums per chord, really. It does mean super quick chord changes, but it means you can go for a whole bunch more songs because of the chord sequence we're now going for. So if we give it a quick demo, we need 2 strums of each chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same sequence, but just 2 strums per chord, so 2 beats of each chord. And then we have this whole other bunch of songs that I'll kind of sing over now. And if you can keep up with the strumming, please play along with me and let's have a jam now.
אני יודע, זה אין לי הגבר, אני קרק.
So 2 strums for each chord. In
Forever
2,
young,
3,
I wanna
4.
be.
1. Straight to D. D sus 4 E minor straight to C. Keep it going. G G D E minor. And we have when I find myself in time of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me. That was Let It Be by the Beatles. Pretty cool song. No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley. No Woman, No Cry. And also, I come from a land down under. One for the Aussies watching. Take on me. Take me on. Now that's it. Then when he goes really high in the song, I'm not going to do that bit. But try and keep it going. When I come around. When I come around by Green Day. When I come around. And that same chord sequence was repeated. It's also a lot of other songs. Save tonight. Find the break of dawn. Tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. If I were a boy, I think I would understand. If I were a boy by Beyonce.
If I were a boy, מה אתה מאמין?
So
איך זה
hopefully
עדיף?
that's something
איך
that
זה
you've
עדיף?
enjoyed. Thank you so much
הייתי
for
דומה?
watching. As I say, all those songs and a kind of breakdown
אחי,
of
זה
different hints
הכיף.
and tips are on the website.
Forever
Link is in the
young,
description
I
below.
want to
And that's the end
be
of day 7 of this kind of
forever.
beginner starter course for guitar. Join me for day 8 tomorrow, where we'll be looking at our first scale, the best scale to look at for acoustic guitar, and learning a little riff with that scale. So it's not just a scary scale that we're learning and a boring scale. We're gonna learn a song straight after it.
די, זה נשמע לך כמו Forever Young BF, עכשיו ריל שיט BF. זה נשמע לך כמו Forever Young, 3, 4 ו... רגע, וואו, אחי, למה איתו זה הרבה יותר קל, אחי? איך אני אנגן בלי אנדי? אולי רגע אני אעשה עוד פעם. מה המצב בית? איך הגענו לגיטרה? קיבלנו לגיטרה והגענו לגיטרה, אחי. סלמתק. יאללה, מה יש לנו ללמוד? איפה ביטון? רוצה שאני אלמד משהו, לא? טי. וואו, אחי, זה היה פנאטיק. Dislocate on my shingle. Fingers. When they not free code. בוא נראה, אחי, הוא רשם לנו את הקורדס. קח את הקוקיז, אנדי. Except free trial. Add to my list. If you got him what you see. אחי, הוא אשכרה שם סיכום של הכל.
Hi guys, welcome to a full tutorial of how to play I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. Now, I've seen many live everything, and we have a cover for it is on this version of video with all fingers that I taught. E minor 7, and then back to a C add 9. Now this means for each one of these chords we don't have to move the third and little finger. So let's move more in depth for now and a little bit slower. Here's the G major. D sus4 here. E minor, fingers 1 and 2. You could go for this E minor if you wanted, if this is a bit too much of a stretch for you. But the concept that we're going for here as part of a 4-chord song idea is to keep our third and little finger down.
בוא ננגן איתו, אחי, אני לא אתן לאנדי לנגן לבד. People killing, people dying, אנדי מאמצה וגבר, forever young, I wanna be... אוקיי. 1, 2, 3... קח 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. שם את זה בכוונה ככה באלכסון? אוקיי, ואז הוא עושה כזה forever young. הוא עושה את זה שאין מקום לידיים נראה לי. כפה זה נשמע כזה מוזר.
Have to move to a C add 9. Now this means for each one of these chords we don't have to move the third and little finger. So let's look more in depth now and a little bit slower. Here's the G major, D sus4 here, E minor, fingers 1 and 2. You could go for this E minor if you wanted, if this is a bit too much of a stretch for you. The concept that we're going for here as part of a 4-chord song idea is to keep our third and little finger down. And there's our C add 9 chord. Now the absolute easiest way to do this is just strumming each chord 4 times on the beat, which would be if you want to the entire song, but it's almost harder to play along to the original if you're going for it because there's no drums at the start. So what it's best if we do is emulate the strumming that we can hear. The loudest strum is on the and, so it's a 1 and, which is something that I call reggae style strumming that I teach at level 4 of my beginners course. And we mute and lay the outside of our hand on the strings to silence them on beat 1 and on every beat, and we strum just a down strum on the and. So dead slow, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if I just demo now from this angle. This motion happening, we strum and then immediately lay our hand down on the strings just to silence them. We're not wanting a tap or anything like this, which is where we do it outside of like this. We want to keep it as similar a motion as possible and also as quick as possible. We want to hear the strum in one motion like this, like it's all part of the same motion. You go down to strum and up and then you'll be ready to strum. And we do 4 of those per chord. Let's give that a go together. Remember, we're strumming on the and. So 1 and 2. Okay, ready? 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and.
קליל.
down like this. And that almost at the end. Just in two places is this chord finish the song. So it's the C add 9, and rather than going back to the G, we have that A7
I'm
basically our normal A major
yours.
without our first finger. Really cool thing, a play through for that last verse. We'd have a G, 2, 3, 4, and a D. E minor. And then we finish the sequence on the C, 2, 3, 4, A7, straight away, there. And they're all the different sections we have to this song that I do in the full cover, the full playthrough, that this tutorial's kind of prepping you for. The link to that is on the screen now.
מתי הולכת לשביעי?
Off of that tutorial is the middle 8 where we have Hi guys, my name's Andy. All of that
מה, לחזור
section,
ולרון
which
כבר?
I can't remember the exact way that the lyrics go. I butchered them.
מה התחלתי? זה כל השירים נראה לי.
We do this sequence of chords. And this,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jordan.
I'm Lee.
And we are the Axis of Awesome.
And I'm Benny.
What do you chicken?
Nice there. My life is brilliant. My love is pure. I saw an angel.
Whoa.
That's just two songs that are similar. That's not a
Forever young.
Three
I
songs.
wanna be forever young. I won't hesitate no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours. This is the way you left me. I'm not pretending. No love, no hope, no good.
קרייזי אחי. קרייזי סטאפ. I wanna be forever young.
Andy Crowley,
And is it-
and welcome to the full demonstration of the song at day 7 by the tutorial in there. 2 and G 7 a good doesn't have offbeat 2. That's what we're going for. Be a really good, great song option and a very and 4 and to a D. So it's 4. E minor 7. Felt the cracks, and now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my best. Is to nothing gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some more, learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait.
לא, כי יש לו קול טוב.
We're just
זה רק
gonna keep that
הדמינים,
same
אז
thing
נתקן
going,
את זה
guys.
ב-F. לא נותן לך בכלל.
Second verse. Well, open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn you're free. Look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Listen to the music of the moment people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our gap that's looking right to feel love, love, love. A7, 2, 3, 2, a chorus. I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. Okay, keep that going. We're not gonna go for the middle 8 in this playthrough. We're just gonna keep going with this because this is the main thing that we're wanting to get.
קרייזי
So
אחי.
just play it nice and quiet and continue. I've been spending way too long to keep my tongue in the mirror and bending over backwards just to try to see clearer, but my breath fogged up the glass, and so I drew a new face.
סלמתק. שמע, סיימנו את השיעור, BF אחי.
And also check out, you know, if this was a little tricky for you or a little that you leave it there. Find the break of when I come around. And that same chord sequence when
אני אלמד
repeated,
ריפטייד אולי רגע?
it's also a lot of other songs. Say tonight, find the break of dawn, come tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be gone. If I were a boy, I think I would understand. If I were a boy by Beyonce, and we'll leave it there. You get the idea, guys. So hopefully that's something that you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. As I say, all those songs and a kind of breakdown and a few hints and tips
Well,
are
that
on
is
the
what my
website.
favorite
Link is
yeah.
in the description below. And
If
that's the
I
end of
were-
day
that
7
is
of
my-
this kind of beginner start. Those songs and a kind of breakdown and a few hints and tips are on the website. Link is in the
ללמוד עם יוז?
description below.
לא
And
הייתי
that's the
ללמוד
end
עם
of
יוז,
day
בי.אף.
7
מה אתה אומר
of this
שנעשה?
kind of beginner starter course for guitar. Join me for
I'm
day 8
yours.
tomorrow where we'll be looking at our first scale, the best scale to look at for acoustic guitar and learning a
כן,
little riff with that
כן, 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 ללמוד את זה רגע?
scale so it's not
רון, קבל. Forever on. I wanna be forever on. Forever People kill, people die, children running around. It's a good word. I'm gonna lose no more. It's not yours. לא מכיר את השיר? איך אתה לא מכיר I'm yours? Forever young, I wanna be forever. איזה כיף זה גיטרה, אחי. איך אף אחד לא אמר לי שזה כזה כיף?
just a scary
נכון,
scale
זה היה
that
נשמע
we're
טוב.
learning and a boring scale. We're
אני אעשה
gonna
איתו
learn
את
a
ה-I'm
song
yours,
straight
אחי.
after it. And also check out, you know, if this was a little tricky
לא,
for
זה
you
הייתי
or you
צינור
think there's
גיטרה,
something
אחי.
else you can improve on, please check out the previous days in this 10-day course.
נכון, זה היה נשמע טוב, בי.אף. not yapping, אחי. מה זה, רבים בתגובות שלי? סתום, תפה מה שגיב עצמך אני יכול לעשות. מה? רגע, הוא לא נראה לי... נראה לי הוא לא הבין, אחי, דיברתי על 360. איזה בראדר, אחי. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. כן, בוא נעשה, אתה יודע מה, I'm yours, אחי.
Hi guys, welcome to a full tutorial of how to play I'm Yours by J. This is now E fret, kind of a standard, and this is the G chord I'd recommend we go for in this particular song. If you want a full playthrough and demo of this song, the link is on the screen now and in the description to that, where I do a full cover version of this song for you to play along to, and if you want to see how I would do a cover of this, the video is there for you. Let's get straight into it. So we've got 4 chords. The G with all fingers, so with the third and little finger there. We're going to go for the Oasis style chords that I talk about, the same chords kind of featured in Wonderwall, which is a D sus4, E minor 7, and then back to a C add 9. Now this means for each one of these chords we don't have to move the third and little finger. So let's look more in depth now and a little bit slower. Here's the G major. D sus4 here. E minor, fingers 1 and 2. You could go for this E minor if you wanted, if this is a bit too much of a stretch for you. But the concept that we're going for here as part of a 4-chord song idea is to keep our third and little finger down. And there's our C add 9 chord. Now the absolute easiest way to do this is just strumming each chord 4 times on the beat, which would be I won't hesitate no more, cannot wait, I'm yours. And you can just repeat that if you want to the entire song, but that is almost harder to play along to the original if you're going for it because there's no drums at the start. So what it's best if we do is emulate the strumming that we can hear. The loudest strum
למה,
is
אתה
on
יודע
the
איתם
and.
מישהו
So
שעושה
it's
לייב
from
גיטרה,
1
אחי.
and 2 and 3 and 4 and, which is something that I call reggae style strumming that I teach at level 4 of my beginner's course, and we mute and lay the outside of our our hand on the strings to silence them on beat 1 and on every beat, and we strum just a down strum on the and. So dead slow, it's 1 and 3 and 4 and if I just demo now from this angle. This motion happening, we strum and then immediately lay our hand down on the strings just to silence them. We're not wanting a tap or anything like this, which is where we do it on the outside of our palm like this, but you want to keep it as similar in motion as possible and also as quick as possible. We want to hear the strum and then mute in one motion like this. It's all part of the same motion. You go down to strum and then up and
דייב עושה לב לא
and
פה,
then
נכון?
it's ready to strum down again. And we do 4 of those per chord. Let's give that a go together, and remember we're strumming on the and. So 1 and 2 and.
One,
Okay, ready?
1
2 and 3
and 4
and
1
and 1. And then keep it going. E minor. if you're still struggling with that, just stay on the G. Stay on the G chord, join in with me. One and two, strum, strum, strum. And muting in between with your hand staying down like this. And that is the rhythm that keeps going for most of the song. There's a bit of a chorus really close to the end where it just does single strums. No, I won't hesitate. No song. There's kind of a chorus really close to the end where it just does single strums. No, I won't hesitate no more. Okay, really close to like almost at the end. That's just the last chorus that it does before that. But the other sections of the song are we have an A7 chord, play like this, just in two places. It's this chord, and we have that at the end of the second verse, and also right at the end of the song to finish the song. So it's the C add 9, and rather than going back to the G, we have that A7 played like this. It's basically our normal A major without our first finger. Really cool thing, a play through for that last verse. We'd have a G, 2, 3, 4, and a D. E minor, played like this. It's basically our normal A major without our first finger. Really cool thing, a play through for that last verse. We'd have a G, 2, 3, 4, and a D. E minor. And then we finish the sequence on the C, 2, 3, 4, A7, straight away, there. And they're all the different sections we have to this song that I do in the full cover, the full playthrough that this tutorial. 3, 4, A7, straight away, there. And they're all the different sections we have to this song that I do in the full cover, the full playthrough that this tutorial is kind of prepping you for. So the link to that is on the screen now. The only thing I miss off of that tutorial is the middle 8, where we have oh, won't you come on, won't you come and scooch on over closer dear. And now
חבר'ה, תודה רבה לסם, אם תכתבו תכתבו משהו, שבאתם מהשורטים.
All of that section, which I can't remember the exact way that the lyrics go. I butchered them a little bit bad there, but the idea is that we do this sequence of chords, and this full chord sheet for this song is for free on the website. It's via the link in the description. You'll find that. It should also be on the screen now if I remember. We go from a G chord, do. We then go to a D major, but you want to hit the F sharp in the root note. You can also do this to make it easy if you're not comfortable hitting the thumb over there. It's a D slash F sharp, so we need to hit this second fret basically, so we can do it like this, or you can do it with the thumb like that. Two ways of doing it. Depends which one you're comfortable with. And then the E minor 7. To a D sus4. So the idea is we're kind of stepping down root notes wise. D, F sharp, E, D, C, and then to A. Let me give it a quick demo for you.
אחי, מה הוא עושה רגע?
Longer on the C. And then a full bar of the C, add 9, and then a full bar of the A7. A full A. Stepping down root notes wise. G, F sharp, E, D, C, and then to A. Let me give it a quick demo for you. Let me give it a quick demo for you. 3 and 4. Longer on the C.
אשכרה, תודה רבה, סם.
And then a full bar of the C, a 9, and then a full bar of A7. Let's give that a go together, guys. 2 strums of the other chords, that's all. In, a 2, and 3, and 4, and
מה הוא עושה אחי? איזה אקורדים?
and 4, and
אני פשוט לא מבין איזה אקורדים הוא עושה.
That's that section. Now, when you see the full playthrough of me doing this song in the full cover video, you may see some extra strums in there. I tried to avoid it, but I did want to demonstrate a couple of times where we can also play on the beat as well. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4.
הוא עושה צ'יטים אחי, אין לי כוח אליו.
Okay, so we're adding some extra strums in there. There is one very crucial song and one song tutorial that I'd recommend to enable this to happen naturally, to give you the ability to just add those in where appropriate or to vary it during the song to spice it up. That tutorial is Stuck in the Middle with You by Steelers Wheels. I uploaded it to my channel not long ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago, as far as I can sort of plan my schedule, I think it was. It just starts with a D major chord, but we have this rhythm. Okay, that's where we have a strum on beat 1, and then we have ups on the offbeat, similar to this and reggae style strumming that we've gone for. Now, if you really want to up your strumming game, please check out that tutorial and learn that pattern. Once you've acquired that skill of doing that pattern and possibly learning that full song, this whole rhythm style will just start to happen for you. It will become a lot easier because you will have the fundamental skill of really knowing confidently where the beat is and where the offbeat is. So you've got a couple of options really from here. I certainly recommend, now that you've hopefully grasped the basics of the song, that you have a go at playing along to me in that cover version of I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. Is the song that you wanted to learn if you were watching this video. But to really grasp the flair of the strumming that I'd like you guys to be able to add in private lessons and over Skype lessons that I've taught over the last few years, that Stuck in the Middle with You tutorial is so fundamental to rhythm guitar playing when we want to master the beat and the offbeat. So it cannot be understated, especially if you're at a kind of improver level and you're wanting to really get to grips with a pick. Highly advised going for that lesson, okay? But that is the end of this tutorial. So you can now get straight on to another one of my lessons and you'll find them all on YouTube much easier by subscribing. Tutorial is so fundamental to realize, to be able to add in private lessons, you know, the song that you wanted to learn if you version of I'm Yours by Jason Mraz is the song that you wanted to learn if you were watching this video. But to really grasp the flair of the strumming that I'd like you guys to be able to add in private lessons and over Skype lessons that I've taught over the last few years, that Stuck in the Middle with You tutorial is so
Stuck in the middle אחי. And stuck in the middle. אני עוד לא, אני בדי 7, אבל יונתן אחי. אחי. אני מת. אתה יודע כמה הוא לימד אותי הפסיכי הזה? זה מה שהוא רצה שאני אעשה. הוא פסיכי, אבל כן, קיצר, סיימתי את תכלס את הלייב צ'אט. אחי, there's no need to. רגע, מה הקודים של... אחי, forever young זה קל? כן. לא, forever young זה לא הקוד אחד, אוקיי? הוא הראה עכשיו, יונתן, שעם 4 אקורדים אני יכול לנגן כמעט כל שיר, אחי, ואז הוא עשה לי כאלה וונצים, אחי, כאלה סטאפ. be another man. יוטן, יש איזה משהו שאתה רוצה שאני אלמד? דקה צ'אט שנייה חוזר. כמה אנחנו פה? איפה היית רוצה ללכת מפה? נראה לי ריפטייד, אחי. נראה לי ללמוד ריפטייד, לא? אין לי מושג, אחי, אין לי מושג, הכל זה כיף. רוצה לדעת גם וגם, למה זה? צ'אט, אני הולך להביא חבר רגע. פם פם פם. שמע, ללמוד בגיטרה, אבל זה אחד הדברים הכי נחמדים בעולם. אני רגע הולך להביא איזה... ריפטייד זה אחלה, סלמתק, אחי. יש לך איזה טוטוריאל או שאתה פשוט פותח קורדס? שנייה רגע, אני חוזר, שנייה חוזר.
סחטיין עליך, סחטיין עליך.
כן, יש לי הפתעה.
וואו.
קבלו את הנעליים. שמע, זה פסיכי, אחי. זה פסיכי, באמת הלוואי היה פה איזה 18 צופים שיראו אותך. כנראה זה רק BF, אחי.
BF זה מספיק, אחי, אני לא מאמין שאני פה, אני לא מאמין שהפסדתי לך.
שמע.
מה, צריך לעשות סרטון, או צריך שורט.
אוקיי.
צריך להסביר מה קורה פה.
בטח, אחי, בטח.
טיפה שמאלה בכיסא.
בטח. בוא נראה רגע אם יש לי דגים אם אני מקליט או שלא. BF, תגיד לי אם יש דגים בסטרים. קיצר, צ'אט. קיבלתי. לא יודע, אחי,
מה לעשות, אחי.
לא, בינתיים. צ'אט, תביא לי.
אני אעניק לך אותם.
תעניק לי אותם, אחי.
ליהוא צורי.
תגיד את השם של נעליים, מידה.
אני מעניק לך, כן, אני מעניק לך ג'ורדן 1 מיד פוג, מידה 40.
לא, חכי, אני פותח לייב חדש עם עומר ביג, אחי.